Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and it's Tuesday.
It is. A nice Tuesday, too.
It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Didn't even need a jacket, and look what I'm wearing.
I know. It
was awesome.
Warm. It's going to be very warm this afternoon. Well above average. It's going to be like summer. Just like yesterday, even warmer.
I love days like this. I totally appreciate them. And another thing I appreciate is my sister. And actually today is National Sibling Day. So this is the day to appreciate your brothers and sisters. And you know, we both know that siblings are truly a very special blessing that a lot of us probably take for granted from time to time, don't you think?
I think so. I think we do sometimes. You know, it's always easy to bicker with someone you grew up with and you know them that well.
No
you
kidding.
know, so, but it is. It's always good to let them know that you care and say I love you and and that you're thankful.
Well, and you have both brothers and sister.
I have a little brother and a little sister.
And I have a younger sister. And see, we're both far away. We're far away from our siblings today, so we'll have to call to let them know our appreciation. And you should reach out to your brothers and sisters and let them know how much you love them. My sister is just so happy. She's newly married. Things are going really well for her. And yeah, I miss her terribly. So it's just it's a nice day to remind ourselves. You know what? It's like your automatic best friend growing up. You always have a friend over. You know, when you're a kid, you always want to have a friend over. You always want to have a slumber party. Well, you automatically have one when you have siblings.
Yeah, well, both my brother and sister have ganged up on me over the past couple of days and been playing games on me. I don't know.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, I'm like, I don't know how thankful I am today, but no, I really am.
Well, I'm sure they'll be excited for you that you finally got your mountain bike that you've been talking about, but you have to put it together.
I do. It's really tough going.
Reach out and help Kristen Van Dyke with her new mountain bike.
There are no instructions. I don't understand. There are there are books everywhere, but then when it gets to the wheel, I'm like, okay, there's got to be like, what do I do with this?
Well, actually, it's funny that you said that because we did the Build a Bike thing the other day.
Yeah.
You know how they're talking about they're doing the whole Build a Bike for all the kids who need bikes. So we went and put together some bikes on Saturday morning, and it was actually really easy, but I think it's a lot easier when it's a little kid bike than we did like the Barbie bike.
Right. Well, I mean, I had someone over to help me like work on the bike, you know, yesterday, and knows a lot about bikes, and even he was like, it's not happening.
Not happening. So reach out and find a bike maker. That's Kristen's plea for the day. Yeah. And now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. Elizabeth, do you know how to put together a mountain bike?
You kidding me, girl? Do you know what you just created with Kristen? She's going to get flooded with emails. Not that she already doesn't.
Right.
But all these people are going to come out of nowhere and say, I'll help you with your bike.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, goodness. No, I do not know how. I could barely even ride a bicycle, to be honest with you.
Me too.
I'm really bad. Anyway, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Top of your morning news. Headlines this Tuesday morning. The New Mexico Supreme Court will hear from lawyers who don't want to allow several incumbent legislators to be placed on this year's ballot. State Senate President Tim Jennings of Roswell is among those who are being challenged. Now, the issue that many candidates are facing is that their nominating petitions never designated their district. A new law requires a candidate's district number to be printed on their nominating petition. It's just a simple detail. But incumbents argue that there isn't any designated spots on the petitions to put their district numbers. Yesterday, 2 district court judges came down with conflicting rulings on the issue. So the issue really is becoming drawn out, becoming a bigger issue, and now the state Supreme Court is looking at what to do about it. We'll keep you posted. The new football stadium on Albuquerque's west side is now officially under construction now. APS broke ground yesterday on what some call a controversial new stadium. Voters gave it a 2 thumbs up a couple years ago. The 220-acre plot is on 98th Street near I-40. The football stadium should be finished in time for the 2013 football season, and it's going to cost about $38 million. The sentencing phase for, actually, we're going to get to that story in just a moment, but first, the man who police say led them on a wild chase down I-40 in a stolen school bus says he didn't do it. Nathaniel Shipman pleaded not guilty to aggravated assault on a peace officer and aggravated fleeing in court yesterday. Investigators say Shipman stole the bus from Albuquerque last month, then drove it to Grants and back again. Officers chased him for miles, shot out his tires, and used stop sticks to blow out his tires. When all was said and done, a Bernalillo County Sheriff deputy shot Shipman. Now, he did recover and is now sitting in jail. The sentencing phase for Michael Astorga's death penalty trial gets underway in just a few hours. Jury selection started yesterday for the man convicted of killing a Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputy back in 2006. Now, because the state got rid of the death penalty in 2009, Astorga has to have a second sentencing trial with a separate jury who will decide if he should still get the death penalty or just life in prison. This morning, a man is fighting a judge to get his car back. Listen to this. Travis Johnson says it was his car that got seized when police arrested his friend Scott Owens for driving drunk last month. Johnson was the passenger seat of his car, Scott was driving. Now, cops arrested him for DWI recently and took possession of that vehicle. And in case you didn't know, in Santa Fe, if police arrest you for driving drunk, they can also seize your car.
I think people think often that if someone else drives their vehicle, then they're okay. Well, unfortunately, the least that's going to happen is their vehicle is going to be taken, and it's going to cost them a lot of money to get it out if they are able to get it out in the first place.
It could take 6 months for a judge to decide if Travis Johnson should get his car back. So just when the weather has started to get really nice here in Albuquerque, you won't be able to ride the Sandia tram until next week. Every spring, they do some work on the Sandia Peak tram, and that work started yesterday. So it is closed from now until April 20th. Much needed maintenance, though, so it's a good thing. And that wraps it up for your Tuesday morning headlines. Be sure to start your day every weekday morning with Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I know I won't be seeing you on the bike trail. Neither of us will be there.
Well, hopefully I'll get there one day. If
You
I
will.
get the darn bike put together.
It'll happen.
We'll see.
And it's a good week to do it, right? At least for today. We'll get to the weather in a little bit because the wind is coming back. But something really cool, a lot of people talking about this morning, Facebook is actually branching out.
Taking over the world.
Taking over like it already hasn't, but now it's spending $1 billion to buy the photo sharing company called Instagram. Now, if you don't know Instagram, it's the social network's largest acquisition ever, and this comes just months before Facebook goes public on Wall Street, another really big deal.
Right. Instagram, it allows users to add filters and effects to pictures taken on their smartphone. So it's kind of cool. It's like you can make your pictures a little more artsy or whatever, and prettier, fancier with this program. The company has grown to 15 million users in just 2 years, and the company only has about 10 employees.
Wow.
They are about to be very rich.
They're about to be very rich. This is the thing. I love Instagram. I have another one called Photo Funny I was just telling you about. That's another one. The thing is, you know, a lot of times we take pictures and we don't get the angle we want or the lighting or whatever it is, you know, on our smartphones, and we wish we could just kind of Photoshop it. These have the best things. Like Instagram, they all have these filters, and they have like these, you know, animation things. There's all these things you can do to really spark up and make your appearance even better. And I mean, who doesn't want to do that? That's fun.
I love it. I don't know about Facebook buying it. It makes me, I don't know. They're taking over everything. You know, it was like Google, now Facebook.
I just don't like, I don't like Facebook mandating a lot of the things like of how we want to showcase things on Facebook. I liked it when they used to allow us to just have our page the way we wanted it. Now we have to have that stupid timeline. I hate that.
It's come a long ways from the beginning.
It definitely has, and so is reality TV.
Oh yeah, Lamar Odom's brief and bumpy ride with the Dallas Mavericks has come to an abrupt end. The Mavericks and Odom worked out a parting of the ways that let him to leave the team immediately without actually being released.
Yeah, and obviously this is going to affect the season of Chloe and Lamar because, you know, we see Lamar's struggles beginning to happen as he's being traded to Dallas and then all the negative effects that it's having. So while his departure isn't necessarily shocking for basketball fans, walking away mid-season is surprising. I mean, it is. It's a weird time for it to be over for him. I mean, I could see maybe at the end of the season, but I'm surprised.
Well, the Mavericks are not doing too well, and they got to have somebody to put the blame on. So
that's true.
He's taking that. I think he's going to take the brunt of the blame.
And I think it must have been hard because I think he loved being a Laker, I think, and I think they loved living in California. That's where her whole family is. So I mean, it was a big step to move to Dallas, and it's just ended as quickly as it happened. So interesting. But speaking of television, 2 hit shows are coming back to Fox next season, our network, and we're so happy to say that the comedy New Girl with Zooey Deschanel has been renewed for a 2nd season.
And Nikki, of course, loving this. The musical hit Glee will be back for its 4th season after being a top 10 hit since it began. You can see an all-new episode of Glee tonight on Fox with the new girl behind that.
So much fun. You know, there's so many, it's amazing how many TV shows now showcase talent and showcase singing and dancing, and it seemed like that was a thing of the 80s, you know, with movies like Flashdance and Grease and all that, and then having Fame, but now it's really come back.
It really has. I think reality TV has kind of brought it back a little bit, you know, with all the different shows like American Idol, Dancing Stars, all that type of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, more celebrity news. It's not uncommon for the family of a celebrity to seek the limelight as well, but Hollywood legend Clint Eastwood, his wife and children have mostly steered clear of the spotlight until now.
Yes, this is crazy. The new reality series Mrs. Eastwood and Company follows Clint's wife Dina and their 2 daughters Francesca and Morgan, and it premieres on E! on May 20th. Now you see this video right here. This was from TMZ back in December, and they were speculating, could Clint Eastwood actually do reality TV? Why would he? You know, he's so big, he's so famous, he's so good at what he does. Does he need the spotlight on reality television? But this might be interesting, a different side of Mr. Eastwood.
Yeah, Morgan is only 15, often fights with her mother, and 18-year-old Francesca is dating a much older man that provides lots of drama for the camera. Dina manages a South African vocal group called Overtone, and their work together will be another storyline of the show. So Clint says he supports the television show, saying he's proud and that his family is a constant source of inspiration and entertainment. That's Clint Eastwood.
I know. Do you think if one of the boyfriends comes over and says, "Oh, I'm gonna have a great day with your daughter," and he said, do you think he'll say, "Go ahead, make my day"? Do you think he'll say it just once on the show?
I would be scared.
I want to see. Okay, well, you know, we talk about like masculinity. We think of Clint Eastwood. We also think of really cool cars, and you know, the girls like the cars too. And you can win a 4-pack of tickets to the 2012 New Mexico International Auto Show at the Albuquerque Convention Center this Friday, April 13th through Sunday, April 15th. Now, this is the ultimate auto show experience. This year's show will include the 2013s and pre-production models.
Yeah, that's right. To participate in the contest, just log on to Casa.com contest and click on the New Mexico International Auto Show ticket giveaway to register to win. There's no purchase necessary to enter or win. A purchase will not increase your chance of winning either. And this is one thing to remember: 1 entry per day per household, and to be eligible for each day's drawing, you must enter each day. So the entries for Monday won't be used in Tuesday's drawing, so you got to keep on entering in to win.
Exactly, and just want to mention, by the way, that parking is not included with the ticket, so you still have to worry about parking. Just keep a little cash on you. And that's it. Good luck. I hope you guys get out there. Actually, I'm going to go out there today and see some of the cars. I'm excited to see them.
Oh, yeah.
I love fast cars. I wish I could afford the ones I really want, but
I'd be
you never
in trouble
know
if I got a fast car.
You would? Oh, yeah, me too.
Tickets.
I didn't think about it that way. Especially on a nice day. Put the top down, and today will be a nice day for it.
It is going to be a nice day. Be ready to put it back up quickly, though, if you run into a storm. We may see another storm or two this afternoon.